Basic to you all know what is current rate of flow of charge. Is current rate of flow of charge?
Yes.
It is scalar quantity or vector quantity?
Scalar.
Scalar. SI unit is ampere or coulomb per second. Dimension is A1. Same way potential is work done to move the charge. SI unit is volt or joule per coulomb. Ohm's law is V equal to IR. You know Ohm had one elder brother named Kirchhoff. So Kirchhoff, he gave two laws of electrical network. So first one, Kirchhoff's laws of electrical network. Whenever we say electrical, that means current will flow. Network means closed circuit. And if current flows, there has to be voltage. So therefore, we will have two laws. One is called as Kirchhoff's current law. This is also called as first law. Kirchhoff's current law or first law or junction law. So Kirchhoff's current law, Kirchhoff's first law, junction law of electrical network, all are one and the same. See, any quantity which is scalar, then its resultant is algebraic sum. So Kirchhoff's current law states that in an electrical network, the short form I have written, network, the algebraic sum of electric currents at any junction is always zero. In an electrical network, the algebraic sum of electric currents at any junction is always zero. If current at any junction is zero, then all currents are positive, plus 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 only. Can it be possible if all are plus plus plus?
No.
Can all be negative, minus minus minus?
No.
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 Some positive and some negative, so there is convention. The entering currents, these are very important, the conventions. The entering current in my pocket, if I go on putting some cash, then my amount will go on increasing. So entering current is taken as positive current. The leaving currents are taken as negative current. That means if at any junction we see the current is coming to the junction, then it will be taken positive, leaving the junction negative. First write down this, then I'm showing you with diagram. Very important chapter, 4 MCQs fixed from this. From light they will ask you 6 MCQ, from electrostatic 4, from current also 3 to 4.
Done, sir.
Okay. example, if this is junction A, this is part of electric circuit containing 4 resistances connected at junction A, R1, R2, R3, R4. Suppose this is I1, I2, I3, I4. Now at junction A, what do you see? Current I1 is entering or leaving?
Entering.
So can I say it is plus I1? I2 is also entering, plus I2. I3 is leaving, plus of minus I3. I4 is leaving, plus of minus I4 equal to 0. So algebraic sum of electric current at any junction is always 0 by convention. Actually, why it is happening that current is 0? Current is rate of flow of charge. And we know charge will not be stopped at one point. It is flowing. So if there was no charge at the start, at the end also there should be no charge. So this is law of conservation of charges. So sometimes they can ask, Kirchhoff's current law is based on what? It is based on law of conservation of charges. It is based on law of conservation of charges. Now write this much, then we'll see Kirchhoff's voltage law.
Yes, sir, done.
So Kirchhoff's current law, generally we use when circuit is open, which is based on law of conservation of charges, entering current positive, leaving current negative. Kirchhoff's voltage law or loop law or second law. Kirchhoff's voltage law, Kirchhoff's loop law, Kirchhoff's second law, all are same to same. Statement, let us see what it is. Then I will explain you convention, then with diagram. In an electrical network. Now potential is also scalar quantity. In an electrical network, the algebraic sum of potential drops, algebraic sum of potential drops across each resistances. In an electrical network, the algebraic sum of potential drops across each resistances and EMFs enclosed in a closed circuit is always 0. See, we are telling in a closed circuit is 0. That means if you start from A, go to B, go to C, D, and then back to A, then total will become 0. But suppose you start from A, go to B, go to C, and stop here. Don't come back to A. Then it will be VA minus VD will be all these voltages. Okay? Hello?
Yes, sir.
See, when I come back to A, so VA minus VA becomes what? 0. But if I stop here, Then if I start with VA, PA minus VD will be this entire voltage here. So just remember, sometimes we will have open circuit also. Then don't put 0. Then whatever is left out, that means suppose I start from A, B, C, then final I will say last wala equal to potential at D. इतना बच जाएगा. Suppose A पे 10 है, B पे हो गया 7, C पे हो गया 4, D पे हो गया 1. तो लास्ट वाला 1 बच गया ना, वो अपना आंसर होगा. ठीक है. So Kirchhoff's voltage law states that in an electrical network, algebraic sum of potential drop across each resistance and EMF enclosed in a closed circuit is always 0. Right, this much. Then we'll see convention, which is very important because it is direction based.
Sir, could you again explain the example?
After this, I'm giving example. Just copy this. Once again, I'm explaining. Just copy. Completed writing.
Yes.
Now see what I was telling. I said suppose we start from A, go to B, C, D, and come back to A. Then it becomes closed circuit. Correct? No? Then it becomes closed circuit. Hello?
Yes, sir.
So in this case, algebraic sum will become 0. But if I start from here, some point A, some resistance, battery, resistance, and stop here. And I stop here. Now I'm not coming back to A. Then I cannot say total is 0. Then I will say whatever is voltage at A and some voltage at B, then this battery C and this resistance something voltage. Last will be, actually it should be minus VD equal to 0. Because when you come back, so we'll write this is equal to VD last one. Otherwise it is VA minus VD equals to all this. Huh? Voltage here is all this voltage. Huh? Like if this is 10, this is 3, then 10 minus 3 is total voltage drop here or not?
Yes, sir.
So 10, I will write like this 10 and whatever is in between equal to that 3. Instead of writing 0, close, then you will write 0. If not close, then whatever is left out that. Okay. Hello?
Yes, sir.
So this is possible because in NEET level, not necessarily every time they will give closed circuit. So now our theory again. In an electrical network, algebraic sum of potential drop across each resistances and EMF enclosed in a closed circuit is always 0. Suppose this is resistance connected between A and B. Can you tell current will flow from where to where? Current will flow from A to
A
B.
to B.
Can't it go from B to A?
Higher potential to lower potential.
Yes.
Yeah. So right now I cannot say anything. It can be A to B, it can be B to A, but as rightly
Yes.
said, it should be high to low. So if this is high and this is low, then I can say current will go from A to B. High means this is larger. Suppose again I'm taking example 10 and this is, let us take 6. So how much is difference between them?
4.
So ये 4 ये रेजिस्टेंस ने खा लिया रहेगा ना, उसको बोलते हैं पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप. सो 10 minus 4 6 हुआ क्या? नहीं.
Yes.
माइनस 4 को हम लोग कन्वेंशनली बोलेंगे निगेटिव वोल्टेज. So when you travel in the direction of current, potential drop across resistance is taken as negative. But if I go ulta, 6, then plus 4 will become 10. So when we travel in the direction opposite to the current, that means I move from B to A, then potential drop will be taken positive. This much followed?
Yes, sir.
So when you are going in the direction of current, you are going high to low, negative. When you are going ulta, you are getting low, going low to high, positive. This is which terminal of battery, positive or negative? Which terminal of battery is this? Again, you cannot say unless until I draw the second one. If I draw this way, second one larger, then this become negative, this become positive. If I draw second one smaller, then this is positive, this is negative in convention, correct?
Yes.
So if we are going from positive terminal to negative terminal, so are we going from high to low?
Yes.
High to
Yes.
low, negative. So if we travel from, V means when we are taking that circuit, positive terminal to negative terminal, EMF is taken negative. From negative terminal to positive terminal, then EMF is taken as positive. So 4 convention is there. In the direction of current, potential drop, negative. Opposite, positive. Negative terminal to positive terminal, positive. Positive terminal to negative terminal, negative. All the 4 clear?
Yes.
Right. First point, when we travel from when we travel in the direction of current, when we travel in the direction of current, then when we travel in the direction of current, then potential drop is taken as negative. When we travel in the direction opposite to current, then potential drop is taken as positive. Third, if we travel from negative to positive terminal of battery, then EMF is taken as positive. Fourth point, if we travel from positive to negative terminal of battery, then EMF is taken as negative. Written?
Yes.
Yes.
Now this convention which diagram will check how it can be applied to the circuit. Theory makes stronger before you start with MCQ. See. A battery of EMF E1, internal resistance R1 is connected with another battery of EMF E2, internal resistance R2 in parallel to supply current to the external resistance R. So I'm calling this junction as A, this point as B, this as C. Here let us take D, this point as E, F, G, H. Either let out D, E, F, G, H. Now current starts from first battery from positive terminal. I am giving the name I1. Second one is I2. I1, I2 will add at point A. So I1 plus I2 comes at A, flows through B, through this resistance. It will come out through this resistance, flows through CD. D पे आया तो I1 अपना branch पे, I2 अपना branch. This is distribution of current in the circuit. Without distribution of current, you cannot start Kirchhoff's current law, Kirchhoff's voltage law. Can you tell me how many closed circuit you all can see? How many closed circuit we can see?
2.
2. Okay. 3 आंख से देखेंगे ना तो 3 दिखेगा. कौन सा 3 देखो? अगर बराबर देखा तो 3 क्लोज सर्किट दिखेगा. दिखा 3? A B C D E F A. एक हो गया क्या? नहीं देखो. A B C D E F A. This is one. Second A B C D H G A. Okay. Third one A G H D E F A. So how many are there total?
3.
3 closed circuit. So draw this circuit. Then for 3 loop, I will explain you Kirchhoff's voltage law with convention how we can apply. Very easy chapter. Fundamentals make stronger. Than chapter is the easiest one. Once you draw the diagram, then tell.
Yes, sir, done.
Now applying Kirchhoff's voltage law to the loop A, B, C, D, E, F, A we get. A to B, can you see any resistance A to B?
No.
No,
Will there be any potential drop?
no,
No.
So from A to B, there is no resistance, so there can't be any potential drop. No potential drop. B to C, any potential drop? B?
yes,
Yes.
Current I1 plus I2 into resistance R. So this is potential drop. Voltage is I into R. We are in the direction of current, therefore minus. Because B to C, R direction and current direction is same, no? So negative. Followed? C to D, any drop is there? C to D?
No.
no,
D to E? No. E to
No.
F? Yes. I1, R1 in the direction negative. So minus I1 plus I2 into R minus this I1 into R1. Minus to plus. So plus battery voltage E1 equal to 0. First one clear, first loop Kirchhoff's voltage law.
Yes. Sir.
yes,
Right, first one, then I'm explaining second also. Be attentive, be curious, doubt should be clear. That is only funda of your getting good mark.
done, sir.
Applying Kirchhoff's voltage law to the loop. Now I'm selecting the second loop, to the loop A, B, C, D, H, G, A, we get. A to B, no drop. B to C, in the direction of current. So I1 plus I2 into R. C to D, no drop. D to H, no drop. H to G, minus I2 R2 minus 2 plus E2 equals to 0. This is called Kirchhoff's voltage law applied to closed loop. One more you see. Applying Kirchhoff's voltage law to loop A, G, H, D, E, F, A, B. A to G, no drop. While going G to H, you are going from plus to minus. So minus E2. Our direction is ulta of current. So it should be plus I2R2. First two terms clear. Positive to negative,
Yes,
therefore negative. We are traveling in this direction. Current is coming ulta. So when we go opposite, we get positive voltage drop. D2E no drop. E2F in the direction of current minus I1R1. Minus to plus E1 equals to 0. Now for all the three you all followed. Kirchhoff's voltage law with convention.
Yes. Sir.
Copy both.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, I2, V2 should also be negative, right?
Pardon. I2.
V2 should be negative, right?
R2 it is R2, not V2. When it is positive and when negative? When positive, when we should take negative? Tell that, then I will explain you.
Sir, opposite direction.
So you are going G to H. Is it opposite to the current? Current नीचे आ रहा है ना ऐसा?
Sir, yes, sir.
Opposite जाएंगे तो प्लस ही लिखेंगे ना? नहीं समझा? हेलो?
Understood.
उल्टा ही तो जा रहे हैं ना, इधर से स्टार्ट किया, ऐसे गए, फिर ऐसे, तो करंट तो ऐसा आ रहा है ना, तो उल्टा है ना अपना डायरेक्शन करंट का,
Yes, sir.
तो उल्टा होगा तो प्लस ना,
Yes, sir.
तो बराबर है यानी कि, ठीक है। अभी कुछ डाउट है आपके मन में?
No, sir.
This all convention please clear if there is any discrepancies in your mind or any doubt, because see, you will be doing correct calculation, but plus का minus, minus का plus किया तो final result wrong हो जाएगा।
Done, sir.
Okay. Condition for balanced Wheatstone's bridge network. Condition for balanced Wheatstone's bridge network. Now, what is first Wheatstone's bridge network and then meaning of balanced? Wheatstone's bridge network consists of 4 resistances: R1, R2, R3, R4, connected to form quadrilateral A, B, C, D as shown in the figure. A battery of EMF E, plug key K are connected in series across AC to send constant current I. A galvanometer of resistance G is connected across diagonal BD. At point A, current I gets divided into two parts, I1 flowing through resistance R1 and I2 flowing through R2. अब ये देखो, इधर से I1 आया, it will come towards B. B से it can move into two paths, in through galvanometer and through R3. For balanced bridge, no current should flow through galvanometer. Hence, same current I1 will flow through R3. Similarly, I2 will come at D. It has got two paths in which it can divide. But for balanced, no current flows through galvanometer. So same current I2 flows through R4. So for balanced, no current should flow through galvanometer. So what should be the condition of resistance so that no current flows through galvanometer and we can say that bridge is balanced? That is what we have to find. Diagram followed?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Wheatstone's bridge network consists of 4 resistance R1, R2, R3, R4 connected to form quadrilateral ABCD as shown in the figure. Battery of EMF E, plug key K, rheostat no need to write, are connected in series across wire AC to send constant current I At point A, current I gets divided into two parts, I1 flowing through R1, I2 flowing through R2. For balanced bridge, no current flows through galvanometer, hence same current I1 flows through R3 and I2 flows through R4. Let VA, VB, VC, VD be the potentials. I'm not telling potential difference, potentials at points A, B, C, D respectively. At points A, B, C, D respectively. Since for balanced bridge, no current flows through galvanometer. Hence, B and D are equipotential points. B and D are equipotential point because current तभी flow होएगा जब potential में फर्क होएगा. Not flowing, that means B and D are equipotential point. Therefore, VB is same as VD. So VB minus VC is VD minus VC. I just added minus VC on both sides. नहीं VC नहीं लेता हूँ, फर्स्ट पार्ट ले रहे हैं ना हम लोग. VB is same as VD. So minus VB is minus VD. That means VA minus VB is VA minus VD. But by Ohm's law, VA minus VB, is it I1 R1? VA minus VB, is it I1 R1?
Yes.
And VA minus VD will be I2 R2? बराबर ना?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, I1 R1 is I2 R2. Let this be my equation. Everybody has understood till this first? Hello, any doubt till this?
Yes.
Draw the diagram and please copy till this. चैप्टर वापस बोल रहा हूँ, बहुत इजी है, खाली आप समझो, बाहर नहीं कर सकते ये चैप्टर, डायरेक्शन बेस्ड है. So just draw the diagram and write this few points. Yes, I think done. Correct.
Yes.
Okay. So we got I1 R1 equals to I2 R2. If you see right hand side, current is going from where to where in right hand side upper part, B to C or C to B,
B to C.
and lower side right hand part D to
D
C.
to C.
D to C. So current is going B to C, then B is greater or C is greater?
B.
Similarly, D to C, D is greater or C is greater?
D.
D, na? D is greater, no? So B and D, but they are at same voltage, we know, then only no current flows through galvanometer. That is called equipotential point. Again, voltage of B is same as that of D. So I'm putting minus VC on both sides. VB minus VC is I1, R3 will be I2, R4, equation 2, dividing 1 by 2, we get I1 R1 upon I1 R3 is I2 R2 I2 R4. I1 I1 I2 I2 cancel. So we get R1 upon R2 equals to R3 upon R4. So I1 R1 upon R2 is R3 upon R4. That means ratio of resistance on left is same as that on the right. This is condition of balanced Pittston's bridge network. So ratio of resistance in left arm is same as that in right arm, or you can say R1 upon R3, that means resistance ratio above is same as below, or I can say R1 R4 is same as R2 R4. That means product of resistance in opposite arms are same, then bridge is balanced. So 5 condition will remember for balance. I am giving you all the 5 plus copy to this. Again VB equal to VD, then go ahead.
Done, sir.
Okay. So now see R1 upon R3 is R2 by R4. और R1 अपॉन R2 बाय क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाइंग R3 बाय R4. तो मैंने तो ऐसा याद रखा है. फॉर बैलेंस्ड Wheatstone's bridge network, what are the condition? मैंने ऐसे याद रखा है. फर्स्ट कंडीशन, नो करंट should flow through galvanometer. No current should flow through galvanometer. Second, B and D are equipotential points. That means galvanometer is connected across equipotential point. Therefore, VB is same as VD, or potential difference between B and D is 0. So sometimes they can ask, what is potential difference B and D? If you check it is balanced, you will say 0. Third, ratio of resistance above galvanometer equals to ratio of resistance below galvanometer. And but just write 3 points, fourth and fifth also I'm giving. No current should flow through galvanometer. B and D are equipotential point. That means B and D ka potential equal or difference is 0. Then ratio of resistance above galvanometer equals to ratio of resistance below galvanometer. Fourth, ratio of resistance on left hand side equals to ratio of resistance on right hand side. Fifth, product of resistance in opposite arms must be same. ये पॉइंट ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. Product of resistance in opposite arms must be same.
Sir, Sir, can you do more examples on KVL?
Huh? When we are doing MCQ, that time we'll do, no? This is theory we are doing. When we
Okay,
are
sir.
doing MCQ, then 10 sums will do. See, 1 minute, wait, listen. First make theory strong. Then we are implementing it in numerical. Then you will get idea. Na?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Because if I take 4-5 example here only, then MCQ solution will become less. Na? So instead of this theory you revise, next lecture when I start with the MCQ, then again if doubt comes, you say, sir, how it came, I will explain. Okay.
Okay, sir.
This is basics I'm giving. Na? So that any sum, when you tackle, it should not have a problem. How to apply it. We can forget, that is different. We can make mistake, that is different. But basic you should. So can I clear this now?
Yes.
Meter bridge. So whenever you will see find potential, find current, then Kirchhoff's current law voltage law to be used. अगर बोले in Wheatstone तो R1, R2, R3, R4 का कंडीशन आएगा. वैसे मीटर ब्रिज दिखा तो आई विल फाइंड लेफ्ट हैंड साइड रेजिस्टेंस. अभी बताता हूं. आई विल डिनोट इट बाय x, राइट बाय r, नल पॉइंट फ्रॉम लेफ्ट एंड नल पॉइंट फ्रॉम राइट. ये चार ढूंढने वाला होगा सामने. नाउ व्हाट डज इट मीन? सी फर्स्ट एक छोटा सा टॉपिक, so that if I use directly we'll come to know what is that. What is resistance formula? Is it rho L by A? This you all you know from lower class. Resistance is rho L by A. पता है ये फॉर्मूला मालूम है?
Yes, sir. Yes.
What is rho called as? Specific resistance or resistivity. This is length. This is area of cross section. Now R upon L, can I say rho by A? Nothing I have done. I have just arranged L on other side. बराबर है ये? Rho is
Yes.
constant for same wire. Area is constant if wire is uniform. तो ये ratio constant हो गया ना? So resistance per unit length is constant. We can denote it by sigma. Sigma means resistance per unit length which is constant. So if I tell you sigma is resistance per unit length, then when I tell you length ka value, can you tell me R ka value? Length is 2. What is R in sigma? Can I say 2 sigma? Length is 3. What is R?
3 sigma.
Length is Lx. What is R?
X.
Lx sigma. Length is Lr. What is R? Sigma Lr? So meter bridge. See how to start. The practical form of Wheatstone's bridge is called as meter bridge. मतलब एक्चुअली ये Wheatstone's bridge ही है, बट प्रैक्टिकल में यूज करते हैं so that changes we can do without removing the circuit. It consists of uniform wire AC 1 meter long fitted at the ends of two copper strips S1, S2 bend at right angle. A third copper strip S3 is mounted in such a way that two gaps are obtained. In the left gap, unknown resistance X is connected. In the right gap, known resistance R from resistance box is connected. ये arrow मतलब it is variable resistance. Junction B of unknown and known resistance, ये पूरा कॉपर का है, इधर स्क्रू रहता है, तो ये पूरा एक वायर है. जंक्शन B of known unknown is connected to one end of galvanometer. Other end of galvanometer is connected to jockey, which can slide over wire AC. Battery of EMF E, plug key K, rheostat RH are connected in series across wire AC to send constant current I. By inserting plug key and removing suitable resistance from resistance box, current is made to pass through the circuit. By touching jockey at various points, a point D is obtained such that no current flows through galvanometer. This is balanced condition. Let Lx, Lr be the distances of balanced point, also called as null point from left and right end respectively. Since bridge is balanced at D, therefore ratio of resistance above galvanometer is X upon R equals to ratio of resistance below the galvanometer. So resistance of Lx upon resistance of Lr. Let sigma be resistance per unit length. Therefore, resistance of Lx equal to sigma Lx, resistance of Lr equal to sigma Lr. So X upon R is sigma Lx upon sigma Lr. So X upon R is Lx upon Lr. Knowing the value of R, Lx, Lr, we can determine unknown resistance X. तो मीटर ब्रिज का काम है to determine unknown resistance X. Yes, followed? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just write heading meter bridge, draw the diagram and only this much write. So meter bridge दिखा, तो I will search X, R, Lx, Lr in the numerical. मतलब left resistance, left distance from null point and right का distance. Right, this much please write.
Completed.
Okay. Potentiometer. See, whenever you see the word meter, what does it mean? It will measure something, na? Thermometer, ammeter, voltmeter. So this is device which measures potential. खास बात है इसका ये, while measuring, no current flows through that part whose voltage it is measuring. So potentiometer. We are saying it works on what principle first? It consists of uniform wire AC. This is not 1 meter. इससे मैं मीटर कितना बताया है? It is nearly 8 to 10 meter. So it consists of uniform wire AC having area of cross section A, specific resistance rho, length L, stretched on a wooden board. Stretched on a wooden board. To send current, we require battery. A battery of EMF E, plug key K, rheostat RH are connected in series to send constant current I. Let PQ be a small segment of potentiometer wire of length L. Resistance of PQ, comma R equal to rho L by A. Let V be the potential drop across PQ. Therefore, by Ohm's law, V equal to IR. So V equals to I, R is rho L by A. Since I, rho, A are constants, therefore V is constant into L. So V is proportional to L. Thus, when constant current flows through potentiometer wire, word important, a constant current. Thus, when constant current flows through potentiometer wire, then potential drop across any segment is directly proportional to the length of that segment. This is principle of potentiometer. So it is constant current device or constant voltage device. Is it constant current or constant voltage device?
Constant voltage.
No. वोल्टेज तो मापने वाले हैं, वो अलग अलग होगा. कभी मापेगा ये जब आई कांस्टेंट है, तो इसको बोलते हैं कांस्टेंट करंट डिवाइस. ओके, हेलो हेलो.
Yes.
डिवाइस क्या है? कांस्टेंट करंट वाला. मेजर क्या करता है? पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस. ओके,
Yes, sir.
डायग्राम बना के थोड़ा पॉइंट लिखो, फिर मैं कंक्लूजन लिखाता हूं अच्छे से. ये टॉपिक पे एक सम फिक्स है, पोटेंशियोमीटर. Draw diagram and write this much. Then conclusion we'll write. Then its application we'll see.
Done, sir.
Okay. Now below that write down. Thus, when constant current, thus when constant current flows through, thus when constant current flows through potentiometer wire, then potential drop across any segment is directly proportional to the length of that segment. Directly proportional to the length of that segment. Note. It is constant current device. V proportional L, so V equals to KL, V by L equals to K, K is called as potential gradient. K is called as potential gradient. Third, K is also I rho upon A. Once they had asked, if current is given, specific resistance given, area given, find potential gradient. Completed full?
Yes.
Next heading. Comparison of EMFs of two cells by individual method, two cells by individual method using potentiometer. So individual means at a time one cell is used in the circuit of potentiometer. It consists of wire AC having area of cross section A, specific resistance rho, length L, stretched on a wooden board. battery of EMF E, Lucky K, rheostat RH are connected in series to send constant current I. This part is our potentiometer circuit. Always with A, whether it is 1 battery, 2 battery, 3 battery, 10 battery, positive terminal is connected. तो देखो ये मेन बैटरी का we have connected positive. Same way, positive terminal M of battery of EMF E1 is connected to end A. Negative terminal N is connected to one end of galvanometer. Other end of galvanometer is connected to jockey, which can slide over wire AC. By sliding jockey, null point P is obtained. Let L1 be the distance of null point P from end A. इतना डायग्राम बनाओ.
Done, sir.
Now, null point is that point where galvanometer shows no deflection, matlab current is not flowing. When current flows and when current does not flows between a branch, if there is potential difference, current will flow. If there is no potential difference, current doesn't flow. Correct now?
Yes, sir.
So if no current is flowing, then can I say potential of N is same as potential of P?
Yes, sir.
Now, this A and M, they are connected by wire, na? Like this is one wire, this is here A, and here we have M. तो इसका वोल्टेज अगर 10, तो सब पॉइंट पे 10 10 10 10 ही होना चाहिए ना, बीच में रेजिस्टेंस ही नहीं है टू टेक द वोल्टेज. करेक्ट.
Yes, sir.
तो वोल्टेज ऑफ M is same as voltage of A. Not followed?
Yes, sir.
So potential at M minus potential at N with potential at A minus potential at P. This also followed?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So potential difference across Mn is same as potential difference across AP. Across Mn मतलब EMF है E1 इसका वोल्टेज, और AP वोल्टेज मतलब वायर का KL1. So E1 is KL1. Not followed? Followed?
Yes, sir.
Just draw this diagram and write till this to understand when you are revising theory. Done again, full.
Yes, sir.
Now we
Please
can.
wait, sir.
Okay, okay. Done.
Diagram partition.
Hello. Yes, sir. हाँ 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 हाँ, मैं 1 मिनट उससे आज बात करता हूँ, फिर आपको कॉल बैक करता हूँ। आज वो लेक्चर बैठेगा ना, तो मैं उससे एक बार कॉल करता हूँ, उससे बात करके फिर आपको। यस, ओके। Yes, now done. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So if I replace this battery of EMF E1 with another battery of EMF E2, which is less than E1 value, तो जल्दी बैलेंस होगा क्या, ज्यादा लेंथ पे बैलेंस होगा? If I replace E1 with E2, जिसका वोल्टेज कम है, तो ये जल्दी बैलेंस हो जाएगा ना, क्योंकि लेंथ छोटा रहेगा तो वोल्टेज छोटा हो जाएगा. ओके, नॉट फॉलो.
So could you repeat?
If I told E1 को रिप्लेस किया मैंने E2 के साथ, मतलब इसको निकाल दिया और E2 लगा दिया. E2 का वैल्यू E1 से कम है, तो उसको बैलेंसिंग लेंथ L1 से कम लगेगा ना.
Yes, sir.
So E2, can I say it will be KL2? Clear this also? So dividing 1 by 2, we get E1 upon E2 is L1 upon L2. So if you find L1, L2, can't you compare the cell? That means can't you find the ratio?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Write this two line. That's all for today. I've sent you notes of electric current electricity on the common group. Just 1 to 20 MCQ you please try. 1 to 20, not more than that. See, tomorrow's test is on electrostatic and optics. Already you have got the details topic. Please revise. And those who are having doubt, they can call me. Gargi told 8 o'clock I will connect with Gargi.
Yes, sir.
Chalega. 8 o'clock I will send. And by chance I forget, you just call me. Okay, Gargi?
Yes, sir.
Because it is
Sure.
not regular lecture, na, so chances are that it may escape.
Yes, sure, sir.
Complete till E1 upon E2 equals to L1 upon L. Can I clear now full?
Yes, sir.
So please revise and keep everything ready when you are coming the next